Thank you very much, panel. Thank you very much, Smita. That was a really interesting and stimulating discussion. There's a lot of themes and challenges and issues that certainly for the Office for Students we will be taking away and reflecting upon. And I do hope that you likewise have found insights and contributions that will be of value to you. We heard from both panels the scale and severity of the issues. That seemed to be quite a common theme. And particular issues from the first panel that I picked up was this focus on collaboration, both within the sector and without the sector, to tackle and address mental health. Interestingly, it's one that we finished on as well for the second one, the need to collaborate with schools. I thought was a really interesting observation. And the need to involve students in all of this is absolutely fundamental. And on the mental health discussions, one of the points that was brought out in our insight brief is that we can't and shouldn't treat students across the piece in the same way, not that anyone is, but there is a particular need to focus on the needs and situations of different students in different situations, and in particular a focus on, well, in the insight brief it focused on the experience of black men, but I think thinking more seriously about ethnicity and also sexual orientation and various other categories of students for whom mental health may affect differently. For the second panel, well, there was so much in what you just said. Very struck, Piers, by one of the early comments made about how inherently wrong it is to put the onus on students for addressing some of these issues. They absolutely have to be part of it, but we can't land it on them to pursue claims, to pursue criminal claims as part of the solution. That's simply not fair. Professor Khan, the role of education in a learning sector, that has to be part of the solution in all of this, and somehow getting that balance right between education and prevention. But so powerfully put by Anne is the need for absolute clarity of rules, and there comes a point at which, notwithstanding education and collaboration, there needs to be a very clear statement about what is and what is not acceptable, which is where the role of the law comes in. And Martha proposing positive and sensible ways forward where we can really not feel defeated by the scale of the problems, but can address them. A really rich set of contributions, and thank you very much for all of them. As I started by saying, I'm frustrated I can't share more about what the OFS can do because we're not allowed to say that at this particular point, but we are very much looking forward to following up on these issues. We've already announced that we will be consulting on proposals to deal with issues of harassment, hate crime and sexual misconduct. That will now take place in the new year. We really want your views on that. So do please feed into that when it's launched. And likewise, we want to follow up on the insight brief with a round table where we're going to be looking specifically at the impact of mental health and mental ill health on students from black and minority Asian and minority ethnic students, so a particular focus on that area and the impact on different cohorts. So that again we will be following up on in the new year. So a lot to take away, a lot for us to do. I do hope you found it useful. We've had some tremendous contributions from speakers and panelists. So before asking you to thank them again, can I also thank you all for coming along and contributing such thoughtful questions and contributing to the debate. So thank you, but thanks to our panelists and speakers.